From the land of the rising sun comes the fiercest fighters, the hardest hits, and the brightest lights in pro wrestling. Joshi isn't just wrestling, it's heart, passion, and rebellion packed into every single match. So lace up your boots, crank up the volume, and get ready to dive into the world where idols become icons and legends are born in the ring. This is where passion meets punk and wrestling meets pure chaos. Welcome to the Cult of Joshi with your host, Raja and John.
Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Cult of Joshi. I'm your host, Raja, and I'm joined, as always, by my co-host, John.
Hello.
And we're here after a jam-packed weekend of Joshi action. You know, we had those massive amount of Stardom shows that we got to go through. It was so much fun.
There was only 4.
There were only 4. 3 and 1 that were still waiting to be uploaded.
It was spiritually with us.
Yes, spiritually we were in Stardom, but we did have also a Marigold to watch from Korakuen Hall, so we just had all sorts of fun stuff to do, and we are going to jump right into it because we are excited to talk about this stuff.
Yeah, man, all kinds of, just a fun week, and, you know, some people had a lot of snow, some people had a lot of crazy. The world just a very special place right now.
Special's a word.
It makes me feel like the only good thing out there in the entire world is Joshi.
I mean, it does feel like that sometimes. So there are those weekends when you just want to stay home and cuddle up and watch some Joshi.
Niche.
Forget everything. And that's what you can do now, listening to us talk about Joshi.
Sounds good to me, man. Let's warm up the world.
Yes, so why don't we talk about Marigold first, because they had a show on February 23rd in Korakuen Hall. It was quite a big show for them. We had a couple of, title decisions and some title matches. So let's see, what we started with here was a tag team match between Yuka Yamazaki and Komomo Minami versus Shino and Seri Yamaoka, who are going by Spunky Monster as a tag team now.
For some reason I thought it was Spunky Monkey.
No, they're not monkeys, they're monsters.
Okay, Spunky Monsters.
As it's seen in Seri's gear with a fur and everything, I think. It's very Sully from Monsters, Inc., in my opinion, but I love it. I love them as a tag team, and then you have Yuka and Komomo, who are actually dorm mates over there in the dojo dormitories.
Yeah, and they're making some fun videos and stuff on the Marigold, which is...
It is hilarious.
Which is really cool. Shino and Seri, I'm with you, man. Something about them works.
Yeah.
You never know if you're going to get your head knocked off by a Shino kick. And
fair.
If you survive that, then Seri's going to wrestle the crap out of you.
Yeah, so they're really a 1-2 punch, those two. And it showed here they actually won this match. Seri Yamaoka pulling out a rolling Aoki clutch on Yuka Yamazaki to get the pin in this opening tag team match. It was really fun.
Yes, and then...
And then we had a 3-way between Nagisa Tachibana, Nao Ishikawa, and Megaton. So it's like we got half really good wrestling, half comedy, and it kind of worked. You know, they put it all together really well, I thought. It was really funny, but the important thing that came out of this 3-way was the winner, Miss Nagisa Tachibana, with a double springboard crossbody. So first onto Nao Ishikawa, then onto Megaton, got the pin, 1, 2, 3. Nagisa is just getting up there with the wins.
Man, we love it so much. And listen, we've been on this train now.
We have.
We've been on this train. We've been on this journey, and so has Nagisa.
She's been so far on the journey.
dude, Nagisa has really been on her stuff, and she's been having some fun interactions online, whether she's showing her wonderful, very wholesome pictures from the past.
Her personality,
or she is showing her wrestling skill and how it has evolved, because it has, man.
It has.
We've talked about it before, but she has really added so much to her arsenal. And a lot of times she's that one that does so much good stuff and then still loses, still eats the pin, but not in this situation. So glad and happy to see Nagisa get a win.
Yeah, she beat not only one person, but 2 here, and she did it in style. She has so much aura and talent and potential. I'm just really excited to see where she goes from here. But after that match, we had a little video message at random here, directed at Megaton. It was Kuroshio Tokyo Japan, who I guess hasn't forgotten all those one more matches he promised Megaton when they faced.
Yes.
Because he threw out a title match for the international title that he's currently holding to Megaton. So I guess we'll see them in the ring together again very soon.
Be really good fun, man.
It will. Those two together are a riot. Then we had another three-way match. We had Shioko Kushino versus Hummingbird versus Utami Hayashishita. So really interesting, I think, to have Utami just down here mixing it up in like the lower end of the card. It was really amazing. It was a great match. They all had a great fun with it. Utami, of course, wins this match with the German suplex hold on Shioko, and then she kind of like reams both Hummingbird and Shioko, like, you guys need to get stronger and get better if you want to come up to my side of the card. Like, geez, okay, Tommy.
You know, it's always been that way in Japanese wrestling, though. It's kind of like, hey, nice day, guys. You look wonderful in that gear. Why do you suck so much? Never
so true.
share this ring with me again until you get better. How dare you? You know, it's always been kind of, because I know when I was younger, I had to figure that out. They'd be like, you get stronger, and they'd be like, I'm going to get stronger. I'll keep trying. Please support me as I do.
Yeah.
You know, and I didn't.
It's just the way.
You just got to really understand the verbiage and the way they talk and all this. But I love this because it's a showcase. We need some Utami showcases every now and then. Everything doesn't have to be the main event.
Fair.
45-minute match. I kind of like it when you take some of your top stars and you mix them up with the mid card. It makes the mid card better. And it also showcases your top talent. So I'm always a big fan of something like this.
Me too, yeah. So after all that Utami talking, Shioko Kushino actually asked Utami for a singles match. She kind of begged for a singles match. You know, she was like, please, 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 please fight me in a singles match. You know, she gets down with the bow. Utami's like, yeah, okay. We'll do that.
Did you say she gets down with the bow?
She got down with the bow, yes. Straight to the floor. I don't know why I said it like that.
I'm sorry. I'm just picturing some random ass rapper.
Are you down with the bow?
She down with the bow, bro.
Utami is obviously down with the bow.
Down with the bow.
Agreed to this singles match with Shioko Kushino.
Down with the bow.
Oh my goodness. I'm never going to live that down now. Following that, we had the 3D Trios Tournament final match between Rei Sato, Misa Matsui, and Nagisa Nozaki, and Arina Yamanaka, Natsumi Shozuki, and Mai Sakurai. So you got Darkness Revolution, who are heavy favorites in any team competition that they enter, right? Because they're a very strong faction. And then you've got the team of Irina, Natsumi, and Mai, who haven't, been teaming all that long together.
Is bow and bow spelled the same?
Yes. B-O-W.
So if I do a hashtag down with the bow, there's going to be a lot of people thinking that I'm like really into like people with bows.
Maybe. I mean, I think that it could go either way.
Oddly enough, it could both fit in our niche.
It could. They could both go into Joshi. There's a lot of bows in Joshi.
I'd be down with the bow, baby. Down with the bow.
Yes. I think it's definitely something that needs to just enter our everyday vocabulary at this point.
Yeah, down with the bow. Bow.
So this 3D Trios match was really cool. Darkness Revolution did their heel things.
It's only cool because it ended how you wanted it to.
It is cool because it ended with my favorite team in this tournament taking the win and becoming the inaugural 3D Trios champions.
Sigh, wah, wah, wah. You were right from the very beginning.
But listen, we do need to talk to your Irina Yamanaka. If she's listening, you gotta work on that finisher.
Holy shit, dude.
She's busted 2 faces in the last 2 weeks.
Holy shit, she fucks some people up with that thing.
First, Yuka Yamazaki seems okay. She busted her nose. She was pouring blood.
I can cuss because we can't do a short about this because we'd get kicked off for the amount of violence.
And then poor Rei Sato in this match taking that. It's like a screwdriver off the top,
dude,
right? Like a tornado.
Did you see what Rhea said online?
Yeah, you sent it to me. She had to have her jaw wired shut.
Do you think that's for real?
I think so. Do you see how much blood was coming out of her mouth?
She's like,
after the match?
Dude, listen, there's a couple people on this planet that I don't want to just piss off, right? Like, there's a couple people that worry me, like, that you don't really think twice about. Like, if you get somebody big and huge mad at you, I'm not that worried about it. They're always mad. They're getting it out, right?
Yeah.
But you got to worry about the ones that don't get a chance to get it out. The ones that don't get to express it all the time.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
She worries me. She scares me. When she's like, I'm not going to forget this. You know, like...
Yeah, you believe her.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Yeah, she's not going to forget it, taking that. I think it was like an elbow, forearm, straight to the face, to the jaw, as Irina's spinning, coming down with all that momentum.
Everything looks great until she hits.
Oh my gosh. These three have their finisher, their sequence kind of worked out. You know, Natsumi hits the knees, Mai hits the elbow drop, and then Irina hits this sort of tornado-esque spinning move off the top to finish their opponent. The problem is that last move tends to actually hurt people.
Death from above.
Oh my goodness. So they have the 3D Trios Championships. Good for them. I was hoping they would win, but we gotta figure that out because we can't be just out here breaking jaws and breaking noses and whatnot.
Yeah, man. I doubt we see that move again.
And their new team name, La Vie en Rose.
Yes, La Vie
so
en
pretty.
Rose. It is a beautiful name.
It suits them. So I'm excited to see what they do with these championships, how long they keep them, who they face. You know, it's going to be really fun, I think, having the trios.
I was hoping it becomes more of a full faction. Like,
yeah, it might.
That would be cool.
They might stick together as like an actual faction.
Yes.
After that, we had a special singles match between Mayu Iwatani and Rin, and older Joshi fans will know her as Rin Katakura, and she had been, you know, on the Joshi scene since 2016 up until 2022 when she got married and she had a child and everything. So she's kind of on her retirement road now. She came back to sort of finish out the business, finish out the job for herself. So she comes in here to Marigold and faces Mayu Iwatani for the first time since 2021. And holy crap, did she ever actually stop wrestling? Because she looked crisp as heck in there.
No, it was a really good match. I mean, obviously Mayu could wrestle a broom, but I mean...
Yes.
She was in there, and this match was way better than I thought it was going to be.
Same.
I thought it was a really great match. You got to think, though, who did Rin leave to marry?
Yeah, it was Akira Hokuto and Sasaki's oldest son.
Yeah, so she has...
Like, what a line.
She has a little Akira Hokuto DNA somewhere around her. And, I mean, that's just, you know...
That's crazy.
It is.
That kind, like, marrying into that family, the expectations, I can't even imagine.
I mean...
She's been off in Canada, living the married life, having a child. Now she's back. She's going to retire on May 5th. But she had this match here with Mayu Iwatani. It was a beautiful match. They did a great job. Mayu absolutely killed her on the dragon suplex for the pin.
God, it's beautiful.
It was so crazy looking. And then after the match, Rin asked Mayu to be her tag team partner on May 5th in her retirement match, which of course Mayu accepted. So we will see them in a Marvelous ring together, which will be really cool.
Cinco de Mayo.
You know, Rin is Chigusa Nagayo trained, so
yes.
it's very important.
She has all kinds of legends around her.
Yeah, it's like the craziest upbringing in Joshi. Following that, in our semi-main event for the United National Championship, Victoria Yuzuki defended against Chika Goto, and boy howdy, Chika Goto was here for this match.
Yeah,
she was ready to go.
Man. She definitely showed up. And, I mean, it was a hell of a match. It was another great match out of both the girls.
It was, yeah. Chika Goto really showcasing her more aggressive side in this match. I thought she did a great job of really playing to her strength of being the powerhouse and, like, throwing Victoria around, so to speak. There was a torture rack late in the match that looked like Yuzuki, like, her feet were almost touching her head.
It wasn't as much a torture rack as it was just... a brutal rack. I don't know. It was nasty.
Bent up in there. It was crazy looking.
Nasty.
Victoria did retain the United National Championship in this match. She used the Victory Sunset to pin Chika Goto, but it was an incredible match between them, and I thought one of Chika's best performances. She just gets better and better the more of these matches she has.
Yuzuki's getting a hell of a videotape full of highlights there off this run.
She is. So, this United National Championship run has been really fun for Victoria.
I think it's got a lot left.
Yeah, I think she's definitely going to carry it on for a while, and I'm excited to see that. And then in the main event for the Marigold World Championship, Miku Aono defended against Chiaki. And Chiaki's been after this title match for a while, poking and prodding at Miku Ano here and there over the course of these shows. Miku Ano did win, and as Chiaki promised at the press conference, backstage after the match, she shaved her head bald.
Yep.
Because she lost. So, poor Chiaki.
She is down with the bald.
Now she's not the champion and also has no hair. But, she pulls it off. She can pull anything off.
If anybody can pull it off, it's Chiaki.
So this Korakuen Hall show was really good.
It was. It
was really entertaining. We enjoyed it from start to finish. It was great. It was like, Stardom is video on demand. What are we going to watch? Marigold live.
Yeah, no, it was great. I thought it was really, really done well. I thought the match was great. I thought the flow was good.
Same, yeah. It was really, really great fun. But we have 3 whole Stardom shows to watch. And
Stardom.
The name of the game for this weekend in Stardom was just good fun. Just a fun time.
It was a fun time.
We had an enjoyable weekend with Stardom. The first show on the 20th of February in Otsu was held in the Yukura-chan Arena. The final event held in this arena. Not just the final wrestling event. The final event.
I loved it because you could see like the rusty doors and stuff.
Yes.
And usually places don't look like that they wrestle at. And it's just like, that's the last of it.
Yes, so this arena is being demolished in March. So it's very close to being taken down. And this, of course, is in Shiga, which is where Sariano is from. So she had a big part to play in this entire show. And it was so fun. We started off with a tag team match, Ane Kanaya and Fuwa-chan versus Kiko Furusawa and Akira Kuragane. And I thought this was just an excellent match with the younger talent. And I love having Fuwa-chan in there with the other young girls and not like in a big tag match with Hazuki or something like that. It was really cool to see her mix it up with the rookies.
Totally agree, man. It was a really good match. And like you said, it was a lot of fun right off the bat.
It was just jumping right from the start. Akira Kuragane won this match with her half-hatch suplex on Ane Kanaya. Then in the second match, we had a special singles match between Saki Kashima and Sariano.
Oh my God.
So these two come out, they really are big fans of each other. They really like each other. So as soon as the bell rings, they just hug for like a long time.
Way too long.
And then as soon as they come out of the hug, Saki Kashima hits the Kishikaise and wins the match. So she's gone. She's leaving, right?
Yeah,
she's
man,
like,
she's
okay,
done.
bye. I did my job. But Sariano's like, come on, we got to start over. We have to do this again. She's like talking to Okada. The crowd is chanting Muay Kai. That everyone wants to see more. Saki is not about it, but God's Eye carries Saki back to the ring and forces her to redo the match. So they started over. They hug again. Saki does not immediately get the Kishikaise. They're wrestling to the best of their ability. They spend a little time outside of the ring. What was that? Outside of the ring with Biwa-kan, the little doggy mascot of Biwa Lake.
Which is awesome.
He was adorable. They tried to get him in the ring. Didn't really work. Poor guy.
They tried hard.
They wrestle a little more. Saki Kashima hits another Kishikaise and pins Sariano, and that is the end of the match.
Ate 2 pins in her hometown.
Oh, poor
I was watching
Sari.
WWE.
It was funny. It was a really fun match.
It was, man.
I really enjoyed it. Everyone got a picture with Biwa-kan. It was very sweet. In the next match, another tag match, Rion and Hanako took on Itsuki Aoki and Rina Yamashita. So we still got a little mixing up here between the former members of EXV and Mavita Loca. But I love seeing Hanako and Rina Yamashita just like brawl with each other.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of fun. Rina Yamashita won this match with a huge ugly lariat on Rion. Just took her straight out of the game
I think
to
that's
pin
the
her.
actual name of it.
Yes, Big Ugly Lariat. I think that's what it's called scientifically. In the next match, a 6-man, Aya Sakura, Sayaka Kurara, and Yuna Mizumori took on Tomoka Inaba, Ami Sori, and Shiri. And it was Ami with her Like a Thunderbolt on Aya Sakura for the win in this match. Then we had our visiting girls from CMLL in an 8-man, India Sukes, Tabata, Mei Seira, and Azumi versus Waka Tsukiyama, Maika, Hazuki, and Maki Ito.
What a combination. And boo on them for not coming out to Maki's music.
I know. It was a very interesting match. I like the mixing up of teams, and I thought the CMLL girls matched with the Neo Genesis girls really well, especially Tabata. She seems like she's got that energy, that Neo Genesis type energy.
Definitely. She's got... I agree, man.
But there's something between Micah and Maki Ito. I don't know. Micah just does not want anything to do with her.
I think that's most of the main roster girls.
You would think, yeah.
The ones that's been around for 5 minutes, like Natsupoi, Micah, they all seem to not really care for Maki Ito.
Yes. They're just tolerate her at this point. It was the team of India, Tabata, Mei, and Azumi who won. Azumi hit the Azumi Sushi on Waka to win this match. In the semi-main event, Rani Yagami, Lady C, Hina, Yuri Hime, Momo Kogo, and Hanan took on Fukigen Death, Azusa Naba, Rina, Ruaka, Natsuko Tora, and Konami in a 12-man match.
Your favorite kind of match.
It's just so many people.
And it just doesn't go very long.
No, it goes so fast, and you don't get to see very much of anyone in these types of matches because they're not elimination in this case. So it's just... everyone gets in, like, this was a 12-minute match, so that's like 2 minutes for each person from each team, if they get any time at all. But Hina did win this match. She hit the jackknife on Fukigen Death to get the pin, so that's a little...
strong win.
A little notch in the belt there for Hina on her way to the Wonder Belt.
Absolutely.
And in the main event, we had Miyu Amasaki and Starlight Kid versus Sariano and Natsupoi. So Saori back out here in front of her hometown crowd against Miyu, who is her rival, Kyoto and Shiga. They're rivals forever. And then Starlight Kid and Natsupoi is always fun, little mutual love against each other. But this was about as good of a match as you would imagine with these 4 girls in there. Yeah. Sariano and Natsupoi pulling out the win when Saori pinned Miyu Amasaki.
It was a really cool tag match, and kind of a big thing there. I thought, just the matchup wise, it was some of the.
It was really cool.
4 biggest in the whole place.
Yeah, definitely, and it's always good to see Sariano and Natsupoi get a win in a tag team match. I love seeing them do their thing. They do the best. They're some of their best work as a tag team.
I agree.
The next show on the next night, February 21st, was in Osaka, so not very far away from where we were the night before. We kicked off this night with a 6-man match, Rani Yagami, Hina, and Lady C versus Mei Seira, Azumi, and Starlight Kid. This was a really, really fun match. I love... Neo Genesis has really been turning it on lately in their matches. It seems like they're like one of the highlights of the shows these days.
I agree. They really got back on the top, of... exactly, like excitement and fun, and the matches their matchups have been really intriguing and kind of mixed around too, which helps.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's like different things that we don't normally get to see.
Right.
Azumi hit the Azumi Sushi on Lady C on this one for the win. So night 2 in a row for an Azumi pin, which is exciting.
Hey, we were
for
asking
us Azumi
for
lovers.
It. Yeah, we were asking for it.
In the next match, we saw Akira Kuragane, Itsuki Aoki, and Rini Yamashita versus Yuri Hime, Momo Kogo, and Hanan. So Little Stars versus Mavita Loca, also something we don't get to see a whole lot of, so it was really, really cool to see these 2 teams going at it. Akira using the Yokubari Starlock on Yuri Hime for the win here, pinning her classmate, her debutante partner.
Again, man, with the exception of Akira, it was such a big, top end card match, and that really puts her over. I love that. Yeah,
she's definitely swinging up there with the heavy hitters, which is cool.
Akira's starting to make some waves.
She is. The next match, we saw Ane Kanaya, Rion, and Waka Tsukiyama versus Saki Kashima, Ami Sori, and Shiri. Ami once again getting the win in this one. She hit the Thunderbolt on Rion. So Ami Sori just racking up wins.
All over the place.
Left and right. In the next match, there was a tag match, India Sooks and Micah versus Tabata and Hazuki. So we got to see a little CMLL versus CMLL in this match. And also, the finish was India Sooks pinning Hazuki, who is currently the CMLL Japan Women's Champion.
You know what that means.
India definitely wants a shot at that title, and they made that a little more clear on the next night, but it's obvious when you pin a champ, right? In Stardom, it's
absolutely.
like, you're getting a championship match.
Yes.
The next match we have been waiting for weeks.
Oh my god.
Okay.
It's our dream match.
So this match was Miyu Amasaki, Hanako, Aya Sakura, and Saoriano versus Hibiscus Mi, Miyuki Takase, Shin Hirota Sakura, and Ninja Ranmaru.
Huh?
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 So they get into this match. It's Hanako versus Ranmaru to start. One shoulder tackle and Hanako pins Ranmaru.
It's beautiful.
Just 1, 2, 3. Immediately off the bat. Ranmaru and everyone's begging Okada and Daichi to restart the match. They're like, please, 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 let us keep going. But they don't seem... They're like leaving. Daichi left.
Yes.
He got out of the ring and left. Okada is leaving with him. And they run into Shiri, who is down with her forehead. She's down with the bow.
She's down with the bow.
Forehead on the floor, and Okada freaks out. He's like panicking. He's like, oh no, no, no. So he agrees to restart the match.
He does.
Thankfully for all of us, because there are not words to describe the joy that this match brought me.
Oh, it was so great. And some of the things that happened.
Comedy Joshi is the best comedy wrestling.
Peak.
It is so good. So they restart the match. They do their stuff, they try to pin them really quickly again. It doesn't work. Ranmaru throws out her freeze. She does that freeze spot. Hanako does not freeze the first time. She's just walking around like, what's happening? And everyone, even her own teammates, get on her for this. They're like, what are you doing? You can't just walk around.
You're breaking the immersion, Bo.
You have to freeze. So the second time she does freeze and Ranmaru goes for the pin, but of course Daichi's frozen.
Yes.
So he can't count the pin. So she has to unfreeze everybody.
It happens.
And then the spot that we all love in a Ranmaru match, the kissing spot.
Mm-hmm.
So Saoriano and Miyu Amasaki get up there, start doing the spot, and just like last time, Saoriano chickens out. She can't do it. She physically cannot get herself to kiss Miyu Amasaki. She tries a second time, also doesn't happen. So Hanako comes in, and she's like, get out of the way. Get off the horse. I'm getting in here. She and Miyu start hawing at each other. Huh?
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 Then Hanako, dear God, Hanako cups Miyu Amasaki's chin and very tenderly lifts her head and leans into a kiss that lasts for a good 60 seconds at least.
Oh, yeah.
Just stays there. Everyone's like looking at him. They're just kissing, just sitting there.
She's down with the bow.
Oh my God. We were losing our minds. It was so funny. They finally put an end to it. It was hilarious. This whole match was hilarious, okay? If you haven't seen it, you need to buy Stardom World just to watch it if you don't have it yet.
Yeah, no, it was great. And it was a lot of the fare that we were expecting out of Ranmaru, out of Hirota Sakura, just all the stuff that we love.
Oh my God. Hibiscus Me, just the funniest person.
Yeah.
What?
Hibiscus is amazing, dude.
Her trying to grab Saoriano's chest and she can't hold anything.
Oh God. It was so great. It was, like I said, playing a lot of the hits, but it's a lot of fun.
Yes. Well, Ninja Ranmaru actually won this match. She rolled out Saoriano for the pin.
Poor Saoriano.
To win this match. So Saori, she's not having a great time in Osaka.
She's fallen down the official rankings.
She has, but Ranmaru made it very clear that she wants to do more of this kind of thing when Stardom is in Osaka. So it might not be the last time we see Team Ranmaru Fest around.
I'm all for it, man.
Man, I love these girls. I love all of them. I'm so glad we're doing stuff like this. It just makes my heart happy.
Me too.
Following that, we had a main event that I was not ready for. I was not ready for the emotions in this match.
It's crazy emotions.
So this main event consisted of Kikyo Furusawa, Maki Ito, Sayaka Kurara, Yuna Mizumori, and Natsupoi versus Fukigen Death, Rina Ruaka, Natsuka Tora, and Konami. So, baby faces versus hate. The only hitch here, the only wrench in the gears, so to speak, is the fact that Kikyo and Maki have been teamed up with Cosmic Angels. And it is very, very clear from the beginning that Natsupoi is not happy to be in this team. They come out separately. It's like Kikyo and Maki come out first, then the Cosmic Angels come out, and they get in the middle of the ring to take their picture. And everything's fine and well, except Natsupoi is glaring daggers into the back of Maki Ito's head the whole time. And then she pulls her teammates away as quickly as possible after the picture is over. And it does not end there. it does not go, it goes downhill quickly from there. So Maki Ito does her best to, help Poi, work with Poi during the match, except she's holding Ruaka for Natsupoi, and Ruaka moves, so Maki Ito gets super kicked in the face by Natsupoi.
It's an accident.
And then Maki tries to break up a pin for Natsupoi, but the person moves, and Maki ends up headbutting Natsupoi. So when Poi comes to tag Maki in, she does so by slapping her across the face.
Oh, yeah.
So the animosity is clear.
Yes.
And it's just there.
It was the first thing we wanted to see, and I think it's going to have to happen now.
Yeah, and that's not the only thing that's happening in this match, because you've got Sayaka Kurara in there, and Saya Kamatani is seconding because she can't wrestle right now, and Saya decides to get involved and interfere in this match just to super kick Sayaka Kurara in the face.
Yes.
So there's just so much happening all at once. Layers and layers. So Natsukatora ends up hitting Sayaka Kurara with the Swanton Bomb to pin her shortly after this interference. So Hate goes home with the win, and Saya comes in to yell at Sayaka Kurara about how she's not worthy and blah blah blah. But I mean, if you didn't think she was kind of a challenge, why would you get in there?
You would be ignoring her.
Yes.
So I think it's going to be a great, great match. I really do.
There's so many stories just intertwined in that one match, very different from the very funny stories of the match before.
I mean, honestly, the damage output that Kurara has increased on is unreal.
God.
She's definitely a threat, and
her spears are scary.
They are. I think she's one of those flash pin people that could happen out of anywhere.
Yeah. So we wound up this Osaka show with laughing our asses off and then fearing for our lives. It was crazy emotional roller coaster.
The right kind.
It was. But that brings us to February 22nd in Kobe, and we kicked off this night with a tag match, Rion and Waka Tsukiyama versus Ane Kanaya and Yuna Mizumori. Love seeing Ane and Yuna tag team. It just makes sense. They just need to make it official.
They're like the Island Patrol.
Already. Rion did win this match. She pinned Ane Kanaya for the win. In the next match, Kikyo Furusawa and Maki Ito took on Ruaka and Natsukatora, so you've got a little Ito respect army versus the tag champs, which is a big deal. Even if it's not a tag team title match, it's still trying to prove your worth, right, as a tag team?
Yeah, absolutely.
And Kikyo Furusawa doing amazing at the dance now. She just picked it up so fast.
Yes.
So, but unfortunately, the Ito Respect Army did not get the win.
Little small derailment.
In this match, Ruaka hit the freezer bomb on Kikyo for the win. She was kind of upset backstage, apologizing to Maki about losing and everything. She wants to be as strong as her master. That's what she calls her.
I think they're playing a long game. It's psychological.
Yeah.
They could have won this at any time.
Yeah, they're just making it seem like they
absolutely.
can't win. In the next match, we had the full force of Neo Genesis, Miyu Amasaki, Mei Seira, Azumi, and Starlight Kid versus Yurihime, Momo Kogo, Hanan, and Saki Kashima because Stars needed a fourth, and Saki's kind of doing the rounds with all the factions on her retirement road all the way to April. It was kind of cool to see her back here with Stars, her original faction before she did all that stuff back then to Mayu Utani and all that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Neo Genesis is so cool to see all together. They're such a cohesive unit just when they're in the ring together. Their movements and the way that they work is so good together. They won this match. Mei Seira hit a jackknife on Momo Kogo to win the match for Neo Genesis, but it was just really cool. We even got a little tiny flash of Mei versus Hanan.
Just a littlest bit.
Just a little drop.
I like it, though.
I do, too. In the next match, Akira Kuragane, Tabata, and India Sukes took on Hanako, Maika, and Hazuki. So now we've got a little India versus Hazuki sort of prelude after that India win over Hazuki the night before. And Akira, I thought, did a great job here with the CMLL girls. I thought it was really cool. Hazuki did win this match. She hit the Senton Atomico on India Sukes for the pin, but she did hold up that belt, the CML Japan Women's Championship, afterwards. And Hanako shoved the Future of Stardom belt in Akira Kuragane's face.
I know, man.
And what about that? Just Akira Kuragane looking at that future title.
Hey, dude, she's got some wins.
She has. She won that big unit battle, didn't she, for Mivita Loca, so I believe it.
I'm all for it.
In the semi-main event, we saw Lady C and Hina versus Konami and Rina. Not enough Hina versus Rina in this match.
I agree.
For my taste.
I agree. We were robbed.
But Konami and Rina pulled out the win here. Rina hit the Pink Devil on Lady C, and there was a nasty, assisted Pink Devil from Konami jumping off of the corner onto Lady C. It was crazy.
It's the Spike Devil.
It was insane. But Rina and Konami did win this match. A little get back, Hina had a big win. So now Konami needs a win as well. And in the main event of this night, we had Aya Sakura, Sayaka Kurara, and Natsupoi versus Rana Yagami, Amisori, and Shiri. So little Cosmic Angels versus God's Eye, Aya Sakura main eventing in her hometown of Kobe. And it was Aya Sakura who got the win here. She got
great.
The arm trap suplex on Rana Yagami for the pin. It's actually the first time she's ever won in Kobe, so she was very excited about that.
Yeah, and she should be. It was a great match. It was a lot of fun. And again, like you said going into this, we had several days of just nonstop fun.
Yes, absolutely. And it does not stop here. Of course, there was a show on the 23rd. It has not been uploaded to Stardom World yet, so we haven't seen it. We're not going to talk results until we see something.
It's Tommy-wommy. We don't know it even happened for real until we see it.
But this weekend, we have a Korakuen Hall show on February 28th. Just a week out from the beginning of the Cinderella tournament. And this card looks like so much fun, including one match that I almost choked on my water when I saw it. Okay. So we're kicking it off with a 10-man. Aya Sakura, Sayaka Kurara, Yuna Mizumori, Sariano, and Natsupoi versus Fukigen Death, Azusa Inaba, Rina Ruaka, and Natsuka Tora.
Hell of a way to start.
Getting all the hate in there right at the beginning. Yeah. Obviously Sayaka Kurara going after the Saya Kamatani and all that. They're going to get all that preluding in. Then we see Kyoko Kotatsu and Tomoka Inaba versus Xena and Maika versus Kikyo Furusawa and Maki Ito in a 3-way tag team match.
Yeah.
Super fun.
Absolutely.
After that, Saki Kashima will be teaming up with Itsuki Aoki and Rini Yamashita to take on Ane Kanaya, Rion, and Waka Tsukiyama.
What a strange match.
That's a very strange I agree. But I'm excited to see what Saki does with Mavita Loca here, and I'm very interested in this Itsuki Aoki versus Waka Tsukiyama thing that I can feel happening, and I don't know what it is.
I don't know, man, but you got to keep going.
It's interesting.
You got to keep going. We got to get to the big match.
Rana Yagami, Lady C, and Amisori will be taking on Tabata, India Sooks, and a mystery partner from CMLL.
Fun match. Can't wait to see it. I hope it's a masked somebody.
Yeah. And then, holy crap.
Oh my God. This is the one, guys. This is the one. Listen up.
Hazuki and Fuwa-chan versus Suri and Takumi Roha.
Yes.
Spark Rush.
Yes.
In Stardom.
Yes.
Against Hazuki Fuwa-chan.
I know.
I want to scream.
What
the heck?
It's awesome. It's obviously getting us closer to Sariism.
You would think that was the main event. Yeah, it's obviously like they're doing stuff together up until the March Sariism, right? But Jesus.
But this is so cool.
I was not expecting.
No, nobody can expect this.
I have to clean the house. I have to get ready. I wasn't expecting these guests.
Oh, it's so great.
And that's not even the main event.
No.
We got 3 more matches.
It's the main event.
After that, Yuri Ahime, Momo Kogo, Saya Ida, and Hanin will take on Miyu Amasaki, Mei Seira, Azumi, and Starlight Kid. So little Stars versus Neo Genesis.
Nice to see Saida.
That'll be an amazingly worked match. I cannot wait. Then we will have our Future of Stardom championship match between Hanako and Akira Kuragane.
As alluded to.
And the Wonder of Stardom championship match between Konami and Hina.
What a card.
Holy crap, just a Korakuen Hall just jumping out of there.
Just a Korakuen Hall. It's a Korakuen Lovers Hall. It was amazing. I can't wait.
It's crazy, and it's building us up to March, to the Cinderella tournament and everything else. It's just crazy what's going on lately. It never stops. It never ends.
It doesn't. And I really love the fact that this card looks so damn good.
It really does. I'm so excited for this card this weekend. It's
Me
on
too.
Saturday, so we're going to be full into the weekend.
Dude,
and ready to go.
We're gonna be doing Elimination Chamber, and we're gonna be doing this card.
Oh, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be so much fun. I'm so excited. Yes, all of the things.
All the things.
And we will be here back with you to talk about it when it all goes down. Make sure you're following us at Cult of Joshi on X, on Facebook, on Instagram. We always live tweeting when we're watching stuff live. So if you enjoy watching our reactions in real time to things, you can follow us on X.
I'll tell you.
If you're listening on YouTube, subscribe to the Cult of Joshi YouTube channel. Leave us a comment about anything you watched this week, anything you're excited about. We love to hear from you guys. But for now, that's all we have for you. I'm Raja. He's John. So long from the Cult of Joshi.
Bye.